Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dual Destinies. Y'all, we're in the newest turnabout for tomorrow. And we've just unlocked 3 Cyclocks from this guy, so he is definitely hiding a big bad, probably, about why the launch pads were switched. So let's find out more about that, shall we? You're not getting away from me this time, dude. The reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is connected to the truth behind the Hat 1 miracle, which we've also found out was sabotaged. So, like, nothing's going right. Like, nothing. The sabotage and murder that happened at the Space Center 7 years ago. Also, the murder. So it's like nothing like what we thought. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding. You won't be able to get away with it now, dude. You've got to say.
If you really want to understand the reason I decided to switch the launch pads,
We do, though.
we'll have to start with the story of that horrible nightmare from 7 years ago.
Here we go. 7 years ago? You mean the so-called Hat 1 miracle? Let's learn about it. Okay.
The launch went smoothly, but once the ship entered outer space, the troubles began. It was all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme.
This music is so good. Damn. This is giving me such, like, 80s anime detective vibe. Oof, I love it. So Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental. That poor guy. Jeez.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
Oh no. Wow, I had no idea such awful events were behind that exciting story of space heroism.
All that, in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going.
Yep.
You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints.
So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage?
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy.
Really? But why, though? A spy? You mean someone who infiltrates a foreign country? Carries out dangerous missions? And always gets the girl?
Someone's watching way too many late-night movies.
Yeah, really. Well, I guess if we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material, it's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all. Oh, geez. Oh, the spy. All right, tell me more about that.
Gosh. Make no mistake, there's cutthroat rivalry between nations in the space R&D race.
I mean, I guess I can imagine this.
Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 7 years ago, we got a call before the launch warning us of sabotage.
The same MO as this time.
Yes, and here I thought the perpetrator had been caught, but it looks like I was wrong.
Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like of a ninja than a spy, don't you think? Aren't ninjas and spies basically the same? No? Not really.
But there's a good reason we failed to find the real spy. A massive cover-up by the government.
Oh. This is probably going to be the least surprising thing anyone's ever said here.
Government officials were too embarrassed to admit that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy.
Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation.
They did indeed. And then to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story.
Oh no. Yeah, that's bad. And that was the Hat 1 miracle, wasn't it? But then, 7 years later, the same MO, advance warning of sabotage, that must have been the director's reason for switching the launch pads. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? He was just like so worried about it that he instinctively just did it because he was worried about it happening again. Just like 7 years ago, okay? 7 years ago, the spy gave you advance warning of their plans, just like this time. That was what made you decide to switch the launch pads, wasn't it?
That's right. The caller knew the facts of the case 7 years ago, despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder, and they said, "You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you?" I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government wouldn't let me.
Oh, I see.
We don't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor. It was quite a moving speech, actually.
Moving? Really? Maybe if you're easily inspired by political talking points. Is anyone inspired by that these days? No.
But I knew the truth. We had been warned, which meant that the danger was very real. And I knew there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. That's why I switched the launch pads and staged the moving rescue scene.
Oh gosh, okay. I mean, that makes sense.
First, I snuck into the center the night before and switched the launch pads. That way, the astronauts would go from boarding lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a closed for repair sign at the door to launch pad 1 in boarding lounge 2.
You did that so normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? What else did you do? Yeah, but couldn't they tell it was wrong from the door? I guess not.
I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Taryn.
But you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it?
He'd already been through enough, and he's no good at lying to keep a secret.
Oh, I get it, I guess. Still, poor guy though, right?
I'm afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. My plan went well until...
Clay's murder, huh?
After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back. I did it in such a way that no one would find out, but after all that effort, Taryn is dead and the Hat 2 is destroyed. And the Hope capsule, which had returned to us only recently, was also lost in the blast.
Wait a minute, I thought that was evidence. That capsule that has the fragments in it.
My home, the center of the cosmos, my beautiful Cosmos Space Center is done for.
Wait, what did he mean by the Hope capsule was lost in the blast? That's what I'm saying, don't we have it? The Hope capsule. Tell me about it. I thought that the Hope capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Taryn. It had been brought back by the Hope space probe with asteroid samples inside. Yeah. We saw the picture, and we have a picture of it in our inventory. What kind of samples are they? What's in them?
The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Taryn's murder.
Right, I remember him saying that.
The capsule was being held in a safe in launch pad 1. But I gave it to Taryn before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion.
Oh, so he was carrying it around for this, okay.
The idea was that, with it safely in Taryn's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during the staged miraculous escape.
Of course, okay. I'm starting to understand.
But our precious research materials ended up lost to that explosion anyway.
But I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe.
You misunderstand. The launch pad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to. It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence.
Oh, I see. So they do still have it.
It was the courtroom bombing from the other day.
Oh.
The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence.
Oh, it's gone then. I see. I didn't realize that it was actually sitting. Well, did they show it sitting there and I missed it? I know they showed the bomb crate. I remember that part. I guess that's that then. That's too bad. Yet another casualty of that blast. Yeah, really.
Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads.
What? How?
Police found a wiretapping device during their investigation today.
They did?
A bug aboard my battleship? A tap on my advanced communication system?
A wire on that phone?
Yes, the wire on this very phone.
Then why are you speaking into it? Hopefully they removed it.
I use this phone to give instructions to my staff about the launch pad switch. Just to the few select members who knew about the plan.
Right, okay.
Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1. The culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion.
Planted the bomb then? Okay.
Yes, if they were tapping...
Oh, sorry, I thought that was him. Yes, if they were tapping your phone, they definitely could pull something like that off. Mm-hmm. So you really think the same spy is behind this incident and the one 7 years ago?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then the spy must be the Phantom Prosecutor Blackwell's been chasing? That's right, we still have to know about that too. We have so much tea to wipe up here.
But Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even still.
Right, all this too.
For starters, that case happened right here at this very Space Center too.
So, if we can find this Phantom... That's right, we can clear Athena's name. And then there's the matter of Prosecutor Blackwell too. What about him? Well, if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as the current incident, it would mean that Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if, though. Well, I wonder how dangerous that guy would be in court without handcuffs. But if we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in. Hooray!
It's all over for me! Spin, spin, whirl, whirl, I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed.
What is going on with him? Oh, gosh. Do you think he's gonna be alright, Daddy? Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into the Hat 1 mission, too.
If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. There's a Hat 1 exhibit there.
Yeah, we saw it a little bit, didn't we?
Don't mind me, I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds.
Oh, okay. You have fun with that. It's like he's at cheap spiritual enlightenment or something. I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go visit the Space Museum. All right, cool. Let's go. Oh, bye. He's literally just gonna stay there? Oh my god. All right, well, let's go. Is it open now? I guess we want to... Yeah, the Space Museum. Let's go. All right, here we are. Cosmos Space Center, Space Museum. Let's see. Well, where's the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago? Over here it starts. There, that's the Hat 1 exhibit. Oh, wow! Look at that photo of the team. Yeah, there they are. We still don't know who that lady is all the way on the right. I'm starting to wonder if she's the one that's been murdered because we haven't heard hide nor hair of her yet. There's Clay, and Mr. Starbuck, Director Cosmos, Ara Blackwell, and even Ponko. But I've never seen the woman on the right. I know, like, who's that? Everybody looks so happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos. Let's check out the newspaper article, too. Hat 1 launch imminent, and there's a photo of the Hope Space probe. I guess it's only natural that it doesn't talk about the murder or the sabotage. They really were keeping it a secret, just like the director said. Daddy, take a look at this jacket. It must be the Hat 1 team's uniform jacket. It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing, the one that belonged to Clay. Actual jacket worn by a Hat 1 team member, it says. Not a replica, huh? I wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks. Oh, we've got this exhibit. Okay, Hat 1 exhibit added to the court record. A newspaper clipping, a photo of the people involved with the launch, and a jacket one of them wore. Okay. Who's that? Is that robot friend? Hello? Wait, wait! Juniper, why are you here? What's happened? Oh, Miss Woods? What brings you here? I heard Thena got arrested, so I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here at the scene. You must be so worried, but rest assured, I'm gonna do my very best to defend her. Oh, she's so cute. Well, Dina's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her. Huh? What does that mean? What? You mean the Cosmos Space Center? What? You didn't know? She used to live here when she was a little girl. What? Is that why Widget and the robots look the same? Are they from the same thing? She did? I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much. Miss Woods, could you tell me more in detail? Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna get some massive tea spilling. Get a towel. Oh my goodness. Athena and the Space Center. Tell me everything. Athena's mom worked here. If I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology or something like that. But why was the psychology specialist working at a space research facility? I don't really know. But I do know that she lived and worked here, so Athena lived here too. So it was far from Athena's first time here? I wonder why she didn't mention it. Well, she probably didn't want to talk about it. This place is connected to a very sad memory for her. It is? Like what? Uh-oh. A sad memory? Can you tell me about it? Well, there was a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago. The same time frame as the Hat 1 launch? Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this one bit. Tina's mom, in the robotics lab, she was murdered. She was the murder victim? Oh no! What? After it happened, Athena stopped coming to school. Poor Athena. And all this time she never let on at all? Well, she was here that whole time with us and she didn't say anything. Oh my gosh, it must have been so hard for her. I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her. Oh my gosh, oh no. But I never saw her again. After a while, we started exchanging letters. But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years. And so the first time you'd seen her in 7 years was during Professor Court's case. That's right, and I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person. So cheerful and happy. Oh my god, this music, no, I can't. Young Athena. Tell me all about how Athena used to be. What was Athena like as a child? She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home. That's completely different from the Athena we know now. I can't even picture it. She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. When she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around. It must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices. Seriously, though. Oh my gosh! Look how cute she is with her little rabbit earpieces. Oh my god! She always wore those big, heavy-looking headphones. She said that her mother made them for her as part of her research. Huh. I wonder what kind of research it was. Because of her special ability, Athena couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution. Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories. Well, it sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center. Whoa, Daddy, show her that picture. Atta girl. Good idea. Okay. The picture. I know which one. It's, let's see. Now I'm sick. Because the only picture we have is this one. I'm sick now. That's her mother, isn't it? On the right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Miss Woods, could you take a look at this for me? Oh, look! There's Thena's mom. The woman on the far right, the one in the kimono. That's Dr. Metis Sykes. It could be Matisse? One of those. Athena's mother's murder? Did it by any chance have any connection to the Hat One launch? What? Why, yes, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch. Just as I suspected. Oh no!
But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
So, this is the murder Director Cosmos was talking about? Does that mean that the crime prosecutor Blackwell was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? No wonder she was so freaked out when she saw him the first time we met him. She had something to say about it, and I didn't understand what it meant. There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case? There is? Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods. And please, try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena. Well, thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her. We will, Junie. Oh my gosh. So, we need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena. We've got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all in before the day is through. Guys, do not send. Oh no, fucking hell. Don't. You can't do this to me. The detention center first, then. We have to see Athena before visiting hours are over. Oh my gosh, true. I can't believe this. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. All right, Athena, are you okay? God, I'm so worried about her. Oh, hey, Bobs. How you doing, man? You been checking up on stuff?
Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business? What are you doing here, bro?
To tell the truth, I'm here to interview Ted Tenate.
The one behind the courtroom bombing incident?
He suddenly said that he's ready to tell the truth about that case. And what he was saying was so incredible, I just had to come right over to hear more.
Is that true? Incredible. What was he saying?
Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself?
I don't want to talk to him. I want to talk to Athena. Really? Also, you sure?
Ha ha ha, I give you my special permission.
Man, we are such on his good side right now. I'm so glad for this.
Here comes the bomber now.
You are not who I wanted to speak to, Daft Punk. I wanted to speak to Athena. You, what nerve you have to come here? It's a free country, dude. I can come visit whoever I want in jail. You're not the only person in jail. You're here to laugh at me, I suppose. Bitch, I was doing that before. Like I'd waste my breath on you. Ha! Should have said that, Phoenix. Oh, Jesus, okay. After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital. That is true. If anything, Phoenix should bop him right on the face. Violence, no. Question, okay. No violence? Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say that before you attacked him. Fine. Then just answer me this, Mr. Tenate. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up? No, I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom. When I killed Detective Arm, there was another person in the room. What? What are you talking about? Who else could have been there? I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch. What do you mean, like a hand? Just a hand? Like what, like it, like Cousin It? Oh no, that's not Cousin It, from the Addams Family. What's the name of the hand? Thing? I think that's it. Or maybe like one of those hands from the Country Crock commercials? One of those? Just a hand. How can you even, like, describe? I don't know who it was, but that's who blew up the courtroom. You expect us to buy that? Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any Cyclops, so I guess he must not be lying. Huh. So there was a hand there. Pardon me, I got a little carried away. But I'm telling you the truth, I did not detonate that bomb.
And there you have it! We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course, so we're doing a follow-up. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it.
Oh, good work.
We haven't found any new facts yet, though.
Wow, they've laid it all out piece by piece. Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them. Uh-oh. Looks like his geek switch has been activated. Ew, that sounds a little gross. Is that lewd? Maybe. Phony Fancy Bomb is back. We had it before, I think twice, and now here it is again. The Phony Fancy Bomb. It was found in Boarding Lounge 1 and detonated in courtroom number 4. Fragments are being analyzed. Here it is again.
Well, I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning.
Oh, does it involve being naked? Oh, wait, what? Anything but that. Oh, you're not into it, hey? It's all right. Everyone's into different stuff.
I'm afraid I have to be off now, too.
He means his pants.
I was just about to question Miss
Sykes. Wait, can we talk to her first, please? You're going to see Athena now?
That's right. Oh, did you folks come to see her? Sorry for the trouble, but could you come back later? Well, off I go.
Damn it. All right, I guess she's not free yet. Oh, what bad timing. I know. Looks like we'll have to wait until after her questioning is over to see her. And after we came all this way, too. Oh, well, I guess it's back to the Space Center. Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Let's go. All right, I can't believe all the information we're getting. This is incredible. Now, the robotics lab, we've never even been in here before. So let's take a look about this. Oh, gosh, look at that. It looks like some kind of Mega Man boss. Goodness me. All right, hello? I mean, I can't imagine anybody's in here. So this is the robotics lab, huh? It looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge. Yep, there it is, on floor 4. And where people were directed to evacuate from via the emergency ladder. This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years ago? Speaking of someone who works with robots. Daddy, look! Over there! Oh, it's her, probably, hey? Oh, God, what's that torture chair? Wait! Why are you here? Well, I guess he would be here because he's trying to find out the truth, too. I guess I'm not surprised, really. I thought it was going to be Ara. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? Is it her? It's her. Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Oh, is she sweet on him, hey? You got good taste, woman. Apollo and Aura Blackwell? I wonder what they're talking about. Should we interrupt? I'm not sure. Well, come to spoil our fun. Just when I was enjoying our alone time. Hi, babe.
Trucy, and Mr. Wright?
If it's Apollo you want, you can't have him. He said he's investigating on his own. And I respect his wishes. We just came to investigate the lab. Well, this is my lab. So you'll need my permission if you want to do any snooping. What do you mean? Oh, gosh. All right, well, can we have your permission, please? About what happened? Hey, stop fisting him while I'm trying to talk to you, hey? It's distracting. I heard about the trial. You made mincemeat out of the director. And suddenly, Starbuck was out, and your little subordinate, the princess, was in. Case closed. And they all lived happily ever after. Daddy, say something to her. And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court. Am I right? Princess, huh? I guess she's talking about Athena. Of course, Athena's innocent. Oh my, such loyalty and trust. She seems pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo? I... I don't know yet. Apollo? How could you say that? Oh no, what did she tell him? Apollo, how could you? What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you. Or should I say, former subordinate. Apollo, what's happened? God, I know this is hard for you, but you gotta talk to me. I can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena? Oh, all this laughing has worn me out. Your turn to say something, hunk of junk. You got anything there, Klonko? You're alright. I'll rescue you.
Mr. Terran, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay?
Mr. Terran? That's Apollo you're talking to. Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo's possessed by Clay's ghost. How could you say such a thing? Ma'am, you're beautiful, but you're frightening. Oh, she's not nice.
Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran? Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran?
I guess Clay intends to hang out to taunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her, too, of course. A robot that can see ghosts? Yeah, right. And I'm a spirit medium. I mean, we've come close to being one. Sorry, but apparently scientists just don't tell very frightening ghost stories. Get her, Phoenix! I intend to defend Athena no matter what you have to say about it. How perfectly foolish. That kind of blind belief makes people lose sight of the truth. Just like 7 years ago. Ooh, boy. Okay, 7 years ago. Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago? Why? Do you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wounds? Why do you? I think you're projecting on me. Or do you just want me to talk? In that case, what should I ask for in return? I'd like to hear about that incident too. It helped me understand the current case better. Huh? Apollo knows about that case too? I mean, he has been investigating, has he not? Well, if you're the one who's asking Apollo, come on, hunk of junk. You tell the story.
But, Miss Aura, that's private information.
If you won't talk, I'll just have to make you talk. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yes. Who cares about personal privacy? Not me. I am ready to utilize my blast processing abilities to impart all available information.
Here we go. Wow, what a magic trick. He's like a completely different robot now.
The bodies of all the robots that come through this lab are designed by Miss Aura. I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much, much younger then.
Yikes. Better watch what you say if you don't want to get recycled.
And then our hearts were created by that great genius, Dr. Métis Sykes.
Hearts? Robots with hearts? Can you even make such a thing?
Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companions created by Miss Aura and Dr. Métis transcend humans. Is it Métis? Métis? Like the painting? Métis? Ah! Métis. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. Oh, there she is. She's so pretty. Nobody could continue her research. She and her work were truly one of a kind. And now the two navigation companions are all that are left of Matisse here on Earth. The robots are all that's left. Isn't she leaving out a very important someone? Yeah, Widget. We built the ultimate creations together, but now she's gone. I think they were close, eh? I'm getting that feeling. Like, not in a bad way either, maybe. I hope not. I get the feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as she loved her daughter. And almost as much as she loved you. What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. Are you sure about that? Because I'm getting that feeling too. But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your friend Clay. I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat.
Miss Ara, would you like a tissue?
Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk.
Oh no, Clonko and Ponko. I'm assuming that before, in the past, they had many robots around, but these two are really the last? Ponko's an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better.
What does it matter? He doesn't feel pain, and I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't actually in their bodies.
What do you mean by that?
The program Matisse wrote runs on a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Their hearts and memories are there too. These bodies are really just peripherals. So, I can do anything I want to them.
I'm not so sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things. Seriously.
Why are you people looking into such an old case now anyway?
Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case. So Daddy's going to find out who killed Dr. Sykes too.
You have nothing to say about that?
I'm very sus of you right now, madam, I must say.
I'm sure you're aware of who Matisse's killer is.
Yes, Prosecutor Blackwell, or so it seems.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Huh, that's a quaint way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think he did it?
I can't say anything for sure right now.
But that's exactly why I'd like to hear your side of it, to help me to be sure.
Something tells me that she isn't sad about that. She doesn't seem to have the best relationship with her brother. Maybe we can find out more about that.
I was the one who introduced Simon to Matisse, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give himself an edge in court.
Oh no! Guys, don't. Oh, it's gonna happen. Prosecutor Blackwell's forte. His infamous power of suggestion technique.
Exactly. And he was oddly serious about it, rather than a teacher-student relationship. He treated her more like how a loyal samurai would treat his sovereign.
What does that mean? I've seen a samurai movie before. I think I know what you're implying.
He seems more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me. He even got along well with that miserable little princess.
Really? Back in the day? Why do you call Athena the princess anyway? Something tells me it's not complimentary.
Well, she is Matisse's daughter after all, although she's nothing like her. Besides, doesn't the selfish little princess always have a lot of white knights hanging around?
I knew it. It wasn't complimentary. Yeah. Now I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Ara yesterday.
It all makes sense now.
Sure does. Oh gosh.
So, the culprit behind the two cases should be the same, huh? That settles it then.
What does it settle?
None of your business. Just forget you heard anything.
Ma'am, you kind of said it though, right in front of my face.
Oh, how long are you people gonna hang around in here anyway?
As long as it takes. What? But we came here to take a look around.
You think you can just waltz in and ransack a person's lab? Show me a search warrant.
No, ma'am, don't do that. We're not the police. We don't have one.
Then get out. Now. Clonko, show them out.
Certainly, Miss Aura. Don't push. My apologies, I'm just following orders. Did he just spank us on the behind? He just spanked me in the butt. How could you do such a thing? How could that happen? What in the world? Bros. Aw, jeez. What do we do now? What a way to get shown out. Seriously. The nerve of that woman. What's with that horrible attitude? I guess that's just how she is. And why was Apollo going along with her? I guess it's because they have something in common. Apollo must be so messed up right now, though, right? Apollo lost Clay, just how, Aura lost Dr. Sykes. Oh, I'm really worried about him. He's not himself at all. He's usually not all cool and dark and mysterious like that. I guess that's true. Does she mean he's usually silly and dorky? A little, but that's what we love about him. I'm gonna go keep an eye on him. You are? Oh, Trucy, are you gone? Hey, wait, Trucy, come back. Wait, who's gonna be with me now? Oh no, I'm all alone. She's gone. Huh, what should I do now? Detective Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. Guess I'll go back to the office, alone. Oh, well, we're gonna have to go back to the office alone in the next one. Whoa, this has been a lot of tea and information. I can't wait to see where this goes. Holy crap, you guys. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I will see you soon, I hope, in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Toodaloo.